You happy now?
Yeah, I'm getting a little happier. So Todd and Erin morning stream on GephartDaily.com. This is my gorgeous, I almost said something, pirate wife. And today we've added the scarf because tell them about the eye, what the eye patch is about.
Yeah, if you missed yesterday, I apparently have a situation with my eye and they cannot fix it with lasers at the Moran Eye Center until blood pools, which means I get to sleep sitting up and slightly to the left like this for the last 3 nights. And then the laser can't penetrate the blood and the vitreous, so it has to. You're really enjoying this, aren't you? I'm sorry. Anyway, the important thing is that I have to wear this patch until Thursday. Yeah. Yesterday, I tripped over 2 chairs, and I looked at one of our beloved coworkers, our photographer here at the station, and I said, "You couldn't have moved that chair out of the way." And he goes, "I could have, but I would have missed that." And I was really looking forward to it. I'm like, "Thank you."
So tomorrow we're going to keep going with this because Thursday is the situation with the operation.
Don't make me wear a parrot.
We're still looking.
We're not getting to parrot level, are we?
We're looking for a parrot and maybe a hat and maybe a. You've already got the boots on, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. See, pirate boots.
There you
Sweet.
go. Everybody's happy.
Let's go to the mountain camp. Let's go out there and check what's going on. Beautiful day. Somebody said...
This is the last rain for a week at least, and so all we have to do is get through this.
Somebody said they don't believe this is a live shot. Robert DeBry is bringing you that. Jay is his middle name.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's actually live because every once in a while you'll see a magpie the size of a 747 fly over our heads.
Always a dead giveaway.
All right, so anyway, yesterday we had an argument. The argument was that you think you look stupid with an eye patch, and I said, no, you look hot. And so I put this together for you. Please enjoy.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the fire. I edited that myself.
Really?
What? So tomorrow will be episode 2 of My Hot Pirate Wife.
Oh, that's so great.
So speaking...
You're enjoying this a little too much. I am. I'm actually feeling a little uncomfortable with how much you are actually enjoying this. I'm not saying that you have patch kink, but I'm beginning to be a little concerned here.
Everything's weird the first time. They make you laugh. I love that. And the dog hates you, by the way, because you keep tripping on the dog.
I know. Well, it's not my fault. I can't see him.
We should talk about this. You're going to go into the hospital, and they're going to go and have this surgery. And so I think you're aware of the faces that here we go.
The pain scale they use?
Yeah, the pain scale now. Yeah. And see, this is what it is. And so when you go in, they're going to say, how do you feel? And where would you, before this process
I'd be no hurt. I'd be no hurt, doctor.
No hurt. And then after the procedure, you might feel a little bit uncomfortable.
It's going to be more like an 8, I think.
You think like an 8?
Yeah.
We should use this scale for other things.
You know, it really would be handy because if you look at it, it's delightfully obvious.
How was dinner at your new restaurant? Well,
kind of the straight line.
Kind of a 4.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of not feeling that. But anyway, it's not going to hurt, right? Because it's your eye and it's a laser. Is that how your eye's going to work?
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Because I worry about you.
Baby, there's nothing to worry about.
I worry about you all the time. Coming up, by the way, we're going to tell you a 3-day forecast. Right? And that's coming
very,
up.
very
Brought
exciting.
to you by...
Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel, of course, is putting together some amazing cruises for summer. If you haven't booked a vacation yet, you can find all the amazing last-minute deals if you just get on their mailing list once a week. All you have to do is go to columbusvacations.com. Also, Executive Transportation, our lovely friend March and all of his fleet of sweet Escalades. He can take you to the airport, out for a special night, anything you like, at executiveutah.com. And then All Utah Plumbing, whatever has managed to burst, explode, or fall apart and fizzle at your house, All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air can fix it. Just give them a ring at 801-652-4755.
All right, the good news is it's still spring in Utah, and so Tuesday, that's today, 64 degrees, and we got some clouds and stuff, but it's going to clear up this afternoon. Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday, what you've been dreaming
High of
of.
77. Then by Friday, it goes to 80 degrees. Our beloved Daisy is in London right now, and I know that she's having a good time because the only text she sent me yesterday contained a picture of a drink cart. So
Oh, this happens.
I'm assuming that Daisy's having a great
And
time.
that's in her hotel. They come to your door and they knock and they say, "Would you like a cocktail?" And you say yes. They pull it right in
Hand
and
mix
they
a little cocktail
and they
and
mix a
hand it to you.
cocktail for you. And that's in foggy old London town.
I guess they're not staying at the Holiday Inn, or the Motel 6, which is where you and I usually.
No, Motel 6,
Well-
they knock on the door and they leave a PBR right there for you. Okay, it's time for news. A couple news items.
Well, this is interesting.
And this is entitled What?
Yeah,
News.
as a Ute alum, as a Ute, I'm a University of Utah alumni. I'm having a hard time with some of this because David Pershing's the U of U president.
Well, sort of.
Well, no, he's extremely well regarded in the academic world. He's one of the smartest men I know. He's been doing this for a very, very long time. But it started with the whole controversial firing of CEO Mary Beckerly from the Huntsman Cancer
She looks like a
Institute.
nice guy.
And that was a mistake, and he did not handle it well, and I felt deeply sorry for his spokesperson because he was a lot like Sean Spicer in the White House.
Right.
Because his spokesperson was sweating profusely, going, well, we're not happy with how this was handled.
So he is stepping down as of 2018.
So as you know, Mary was like, she came back, she was reinstated. Then, of course, the other health sciences vice president, Vivian Lee, then immediately resigned. And now it looks like President Pershing will be leaving in this next year. So
What?
It's like a big, awkward shakeup.
That's not it, though. There's more.
I know. Did you see the press conference yesterday?
More what news?
No, this is kind of interesting, though. Okay.
Salt Lake County.
If you've been in Salt Lake City and you've been downtown, you've obviously seen the homeless encampments. There's a lot of big stuff going on. But yesterday, Salt Lake County held a press conference. The sheriff, the Salt Lake County mayor,
Everyone but
the Salt Lake City politicals.
law
None of
enforcement.
them were there. The Salt Lake City law enforcement wasn't there. You there?
the
You
county.
still with me?
County came in, offered $700,000, $7,000
$700,000.
to move out people who are in jail to other facilities so they could open up jail space and more beds. So when they caught the bad guys downtown who were victimizing on the homeless, they'll have a place to put them. And Salt Lake City basically went, oh yeah, that's when?
Yeah, and then they had a hastily called conference for the Salt Lake City group, Mayor Biskupski, just kind of that yesterday afternoon, looking
Right.
a little, disheveled, going, "Oh yeah,
We
'cause we're all in this together.
Yeah, we
it's
knew
a
everything.
cohesive unit."
That old
and-
news?
But I have to admit, I don't think I've ever seen a county takeover of the capital city before, and that essentially is what's going on right here.
Well, it's the end of days. Not really.
Dogs and cats living together,
Oh,
cracks in the earth,
pet
dinosaurs
is-
roaming the planet.
Area.
No, but it is kind of interesting to me because it's so obvious there's this massive power shakeup and a struggle, and just the fact that the city people are like, we're not going to play in the press conference yesterday.
It was.
There's a lot going on.
They weren't invited.
You don't think?
No, I think it's like one of those parties where you don't want to invite the jerk, so you quietly invite everybody else, and then you don't.
Just don't tell Steve.
That's
Yeah.
right. Utah
what Tyler
Jazz
lost.
tonight.
Golden State. Now I know that Golden State's a monster. I know they have like the best away wins. And
Let's
best
just
home
wait.
wins
Let's go down
but-
just some of the stats, okay? Most scoring, yes. Steals, yes. Assists, yes. Number
Blah
one.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Who cares?
They're big. I mean, they're a big
Well,
team.
no, but you know what though? If the Las Vegas odds makers, now the Cleveland Cavaliers, of course, are still slated to win the whole thing, but there's Las Vegas odds makers saying that the Utah Jazz have a better chance of winning than the Cavaliers. So we just have to get through this next round, starting tonight, and then we could. Do you realize we could finally see a ring? Everything that like Stockton and Malone worked for all those years ago.
Right.
And Gordon Hayward and the guys could finally do it. They could finally get the ring everyone's been working for all these years.
All right, tonight.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Tonight it all starts. All right, so
Good juju. Everyone send the good juju.
Yes.
All of it.
All right, we want to tell you about traveling. You're going to go to travel. You're going to go to Columbus Travel.
Now, here's the nice thing about Columbus Travel. They have a weekly newsletter that they send out, and this is where they get all of the flash last-minute sales. And usually this is where they can get you a hotel and like airfare for cheaper than the airfare itself. It's because they have all the really good deals, and when they combine the packages for you, they can get something a lot faster and a lot nicer. And right now they have these cruise specials that are amazing where they can add on all these extra perks if you're upgrading your cabin, like free Wi-Fi, or your kids sail free, or, free shore excursions or free drinks. And it just makes it so much more fun. And this is one of the nice things that a travel agency can do for you is they can squish all that stuff together. But with Columbus Travel, they have some of the most cunning and clever connections.
They're
they can do
smart
the best
people.
thing for you. So, ColumbusVacations.com. Just go online, sign up, get the newsletter, and you're going somewhere this summer. It will be something you can afford somewhere awesome.
Okay, so we got to tell you about this story. Here's your script.
I have a script with my one eye. This should be good.
All right, so angry mom accidentally texts a 35-year-old guy instead of her daughter.
This should be good.
Which
one am I?
I am going to be playing, I'll be playing the guy.
Okay.
And you play the mom. Remember,
Alrighty.
I'm a 35-year-old man, and you're a mom.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Honey, please grab the milk and lunch on your way home.
I'm pretty sure you have the wrong number. I'm already home.
Stop playing, and can you go back to the store, please?
But seriously, you have the wrong number. I'm going to
Jess, I need you to grab that, or I'm not taking you and Brad to the movies tonight. Milk, turkey, and ham.
Well, okay on the milk and turkey. That sounds delicious, but ham is gross. What movie were you going to go see?
Just giving it at this point. Since when did you start hating ham? I don't care. It's up to you. I thought you wanted to go see The Boss Baby. Are Brad's parents bringing you home afterwards, or do I need to pick you up?
Well, I've heard some people say it's okay. I've always hated ham. Sometimes I think you don't even hear me.
And then he says,
All right. I
ask.
have to ask. Would you mind stopping at the store for me on your way home and pick me up?
you are a strange child.
If you even knew. Also, I've always dreamt of the day that I would get a wrong number text just so I could mess with the other person. And today is that day.
Okay?
It's so funny. She doesn't even...
Completely oblivious.
She doesn't even read the texts that are coming back.
I'm really enjoying him.
And I have so many good ideas, but they're all kind of adult-oriented.
Did you go to the store yet?
So first I tested the water and slowly figured out that you think that you are texting your child.
Your father's going to be home for lunch in 30 minutes.
I'm a 35-year-old man from Wisconsin. I swear, I could have messed with you so bad, but since it is a child involved, I just can't bring myself to do it. You have the wrong number.
Stop joking. It isn't cute.
And then they put up a picture. This is me and my wife. Your husband is going to be so mad when they're not having any lunch meat.
Oh, she didn't even look at her screen. Jess, please grab that stuff for your father. I'm not joking, and I'll cancel that movie tonight.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
Who is that? Brad's family? I'm calling his parents if you keep this up.
Call me if you don't believe me. I'll even let you talk to my wife, my 5-year-old son. My other son is only 8 months, so he does only know how to say dada.
I just got off the phone with his mother, and no movie. And also, you're doing your sister's chores tonight.
Look, I'm super crazy serious. You have the wrong number.
Please have mercy.
Oh,
Andrew.
please have mercy. It's literally has no idea it's even going on. Call me if you don't believe me. Oh, honestly, this stuff, it's none of my business, but I have the day off from work today, so I have pretty much open schedule and a full cell phone battery.
I am done with your games. I will see you in a few hours.
No, you won't. Also, I can stay at Brad's tonight.
Your CC was canceled. Enough is enough.
I wouldn't cancel my credit card. How am I supposed to afford to live off of you?
Oh, your father's angry. He said you were not home, so you better be at the store.
This is so funny. She doesn't even look.
Literally.
Shouldn't I be in school?
Where are you?
Well, I went to the store, like you said, and got turkey and milk. I did get ham because I said earlier I don't like ham.
And he even took a picture of himself holding the milk.
Anyway, it just keeps going. It just keeps going, and it gets worse and worse. And then finally she realizes, and it's over. But, I mean, how... parents like...
This is so troubling.
Because you're the one who says
And
that.
at the very end, though, at the very, very end, he goes, so Brad and I can still go to the movies tonight? And she goes, go to hell.
It's so funny.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I just like the fact that he went with it as long as he could. He's like, please, a picture of my wife and me. Here's the bread and milk.
Oh, my gosh. Putting the kids on the phone. That would have been funny. All right, so anyway...
That is a very cranky woman.
I evidently lost the bet.
About?
What you're about to see next, because I don't know if you guys all got together trying to get even with me for the pirate makeup deal that you're going through right now because of your eye patch, but look what they made me do.
I think it's fair.
Okay, let's watch.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with this? Todd eats the thing in the can. Barb from Murray on Facebook said, Todd, we would like you to eat the thing in the can. Here's the can. And I had to go buy this, and specifically, it was Crown Prince sardines in tomato sauce. Now, I'm not a big fan of sardines, but she said this was her father's favorite. When he eat it, all the kids would go outside and throw up in the lawn. The nice thing about this is that the expiration date, this is the first time that the cans haven't been out of date. So I don't know how you'd find out if a sardine was gone bad, but I guess it's time that Todd eats what's in the... Who came up with this? Let's open the can. All right, that wasn't too hard. What is up with these cans? This would be good survival food if you really hated the people you were surviving with and you could poison them. All right, so here we are, Prince whatever his face is, sardines in tomato sauce. Okay, this would be good if somebody else was eating it. Not good. I'm trying to think what would make it better. Not eating it would make it a lot better. Barbara from Murray. That one had gelatin in it. This is like a bet, isn't it? This is like a bet you guys came up with to make sure that I'm an idiot all the time. Is that what it is? All right, so by contract, if you have something that you think I should eat out of a can, really? Get a hold of us at Todd and Erin morning stream on GephartDaily.com. I'm done. And you know what the other thing is? Richard, who was filming that, didn't even tell me I had crazy hair going on.
Really? That was your biggest concern?
He doesn't care. Really?
Fine, Richard. Next time you've got something hanging out of your... Next time you want someone to warn you that you might have something hanging out of your nose, we're not going to do that for you.
You're on your own.
Just remember that,
You're
mister.
on your own.
That was disgusting. How could you have
It was.
consumed that? How could you have put that in your mouth?
There's worse coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
What's next on the dares?
Not going to tell you because I haven't actually received it yet. So if you have an idea, just go to Todd and Erin daily stream at Gephardt Daily.
Yeah, just the Todd and Erin Facebook page. Please list all of your dares. I'm really looking forward to them.
Gross.
Culinary-wise, Todd
Hey.
really will eat almost anything.
Hey, you want a new head?
Is that an option?
A transplant.
Get out.
It's going to happen this year.
No.
It's coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephartDaily.com?
Oh, so
You're going to have to explain this.
my pirate wife.
Arg.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Head transplant.
Now explain this to me. I've never even heard of this. We've seen the face transplant, which was incredible, but
The procedure is to take place in China.
no way.
It will take 80 surgeons, 36 hours, and $10 million to execute.
How can the human body take 36 hours worth of surgery?
Well, you're going to get a head.
Oh, there's a lot of those laying around.
And what about the body?
A lot of those too.
Well, you have to wait for a head and a body to come together and pass away at the same time. Two of those.
China's surprisingly advantageous at this. Anyone who knows about their internal organ marketing already knows this. Yeah, that it's quite possible to be arranged the way you want it.
So cryogenics, that's what this is all about, actually. Frozen heads, like who? Ted Williams. Ted Williams, famous baseball player.
Yeah.
It's really weird. They did a lawsuit, And all this freezing happens at this place in Phoenix, right? And so they went to a lawsuit to freeze his head because the plan because he wanted to be cremated, so he wanted fire, not ice. And all the family was going to get frozen, and when they could be reanimated, they'd all be together again. And he wanted to be cremated, so they went to court, and they got him frozen.
That's sort of mean-spirited.
Against his will.
He had his own plans.
He was a tedsicle.
And I hate to say this, but maybe he really didn't want to be reunited with them. Maybe that's why he was choosing a more final option.
Right.
Like Walt Disney.
Well, rumors, yeah.
Imagine how cool that would be, though, if we could get Walt Disney back.
Well, if anybody could do it.
I mean, how amazing would that be to have his vision now as opposed to the way it was like in the 50s?
Albert Einstein would be good.
Well, that would be the best, but I don't think he was cryogenically frozen.
So they're planning on next year.
That's amazing to me.
No, that's crazy.
No, that's cool. Why not?
All right, so here's the question.
Why not try it?
If you were going to have a transplant and you were the head, what body would you like? What star? What celebrity?
If it was the head, it would be Angelina Jolie, because you like Angelina Jolie, so we'd still both be happy.
Oh, you were thinking about me. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Because I was going to be Brad Pitt, but that didn't work out.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
So I would go for
There's a couple
sportsy. I'd go sportsy.
There's a couple of Olympic athletes I really like. A couple of the volleyball players. I mean, they're really tall and strong, and I've always wanted to be taller because I'm the shortest in the family.
You could pick your height.
That would be awesome. What about you?
I think I'd go athletic. I wouldn't go crazy, muscle, like I'm mutant.
Yeah,
I would just
I
go
don't want you all bulgy. That would be weird.
Something normal.
Like?
I don't know. Just
I would still
a
want you to
normal
stay
guy.
tall, though.
I'm going to go really small with a big head.
Maybe like Gabrielle Reese. I could be Gabrielle Reese.
I'm going to be like this tall, and my head will be like that big. I'll be like a little, the infants. They're all head heavy, and you fall over a lot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be 3.5 feet tall and have my head. So I'm going to find a 3.5 tall man, and I'm going to put my big noggin on it.
All right, I'm going to go find myself a tall, handsome husband again then.
And then I go on the road, and I'm a star.
You're like JoJo the chimp boy? What?
I'm like the chimp who smokes cigarettes. Big head, little body. That's hilarious.
Sometimes there's a reason you're not allowed that many choices, honey.
Well, it's not like it's going to happen.
With you, I can never put anything past you.
That's so funny. That is. Oh, and you could go like 7 feet, and we'd be in love.
No.
And you could carry me.
No.
Carry me around in a basket.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't.
You get the choice of all of these celebrities or an athlete's body, and you're going to go to be JoJo the chimp boy? I'm not doing the freak show circuit with you, pal.
Oh, come on. It would be so cool.
Tom Hiddleston's about your height. He's 6'2" as well, so
No.
maybe I'll just go find Tom Hiddleston.
No. My truck.
You won't be able to chase me because you're going to have those little tiny short legs.
I'll have tall women carry me very quickly. We've gone way off track here.
Get this anyway?
We're like, it's like we're drinking.
It's a little early for that, but it's not vodka. That was last week.
Gin. So anyway, I'd like to talk about my truck. Please, a picture of my new truck.
That is a sweet ride, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so I have to tell you about it. So it's a 1993, and it's a Ford Ranger, and yes, it is.
It is a sweet ride.
It is purple, and so people have been trying to name it. One tried to name it Barney, as in the purple dinosaur, and then eggplant. The eggplant was good, like that. I'm leaning towards purple nurple.
I'm really a fan of purple nurple, too.
I am, too.
Now, see,
Have you ever had one? They're bad.
No, that's like a scout camp kind of thing. You guys were always brutal to each other.
Oh, my gosh,
It's a miracle any of you came back alive.
Oh, I don't think I could breastfeed after that. So anyway, this is what I want to tell you. What's nice about a 93 truck is the fact that it doesn't baby you. It's not like, helicopter parents. They're always over their kids. And this is more like tough love. It's like it doesn't warn you.
It's a stick shift. Get moving.
It doesn't warn you left your lights on. And so it's just like, you know what? He'll drain his battery. Lesson learned.
He'll learn his
right?
lesson.
You're right. You're going down the freeway. You're going to go into the left lane. And new cars have that warning thing. And no. Tough love. No. You go out and get sideswiped. That's the way it works. And backup cameras, you know, I got a backup
that's
camera.
adorable.
You know what it's called? A back bumper. That's what it's called. It's tough love.
No, I have to tell you something, though. The reason why...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No cup holders.
You took that so personally of every change.
Because evidently in 1993, people weren't as thirsty as they are now.
You took that the most personally of anything.
Well, it's a stick shift. And so where do you can't shift and drive. You've got one less arm than you need.
We're going to have to get you an aftermarket cup holder.
But it's a workout because you got that going, you got the clutch going. So
They actually say that you burn, I think it was 70 calories more an hour when you're driving a stick. No, but here's
that
the
is
thing.
so ridiculous.
Here's the reason why I love my husband for this, and let me explain. Our dearest friend Amy, who is like a sister to me,
Yeah.
and she was nanny
me.
to our kids for
She's my
10
daughter.
years, and one
Right.
of the people we love most in the world. She lost her father very suddenly on a trip to Hawaii with her children, and this was his truck. This is the
was.
truck he has babied for 25 years, and she said we'd like it to stay in the family, and so of
I was
course-
looking for a truck, and I saw it, and I said, because he did take care of it. Plus, it's our
Babied
Amy.
it.
It's our Amy. And the funny thing is, can I tell the sister?
Yeah.
So I went over to sisters to.
Julie was very close friends with the family too,
Right.
with Mindy for years and years and years.
And they tried to figure out. The dad was always kind of about it because he's trying to figure out who the troublemaker was. It was both of them. And I said, "Oh, I got a new truck," and she hadn't seen it yet. She walks out the front door of her house and she goes, "You bought Michael's truck?"
And then she started crying.
Because of all the stories and all the memories and stuff.
So every time we drive in that now, it makes me happy.
I
because
know,
I remember
I know.
Michael. I remember all the epic stories, and because it will never baby you.
It's tough
It'll
love.
be, yeah, it's pretty much a tough
And
love.
I know what
truck.
you're thinking. You're thinking, Todd, how high tech can your truck be? And I'll show you how.
Really?
I got this at Walmart yesterday in the clearance section.
No,
Do you remember these?
I don't think we even have any of those left, honey.
And you got a cord, and you got that, and you put it into your cassette, and the head here actually plays, and you can put your phone into this end. And I got it and I'm lucky because I got the last one. It was $3.89, so.
That is really troubling.
Oh, Wi-Fi,
Seriously?
Bluetooth. I got it going on. Actually, it's really fun driving a little truck like that.
The purple Nerval lady.
It's
I
so-
might get that for your birthday. Get it like white script on the side, and then on my side it could be Mrs. Purple Nerval.
I can't. So remember they had converters. They went from this to a CD player, portable CD player, to this, right? And now they've skipped the CD player and they've gone to your smartphone, and you put and the stereo stinks too. So I got that going for me. So
Well, I
anyway,
kind of like the fact that you can push all the little buttons to get to the next station.
if you push really hard, because they don't work very well.
Well, that's the funny thing. I mean, new cars radios don't even come standard anymore, so
But it's basically a love machine. So, I gotta tell you, in Hawaii,
Mrs. Purple Nerval.
oh, put that on the sides. You know, they
You
do
weren't
that
even
little,
listening to me, were you? I told you I was going to get you that for your birthday.
But on
And
your
the white script on the sides
on
of the
your,
trucks.
No, your name on the door.
Yeah, I'm going to get yours on your side and mine on mine.
It's
We'll
like
open
a-
up and be like bliss. We'll be like wedded purple bliss in hell.
She'll be wearing sunglasses. All right. So anyway, Hawaii. I want to
Are
tell
we
you.
going there?
No, we're not. Because when you get there probably won't be any coral reefs left.
No, that's entirely possible.
Do you know why?
Tell us.
Sunscreen.
Explain.
There's a chemical in coral see, beautiful coral, that is killing some of the corals,
Oh no.
and it's in a sunscreen. And so it's not in all sunscreens, and I can tell you the name of the chemical, but it would be.
Can you
really,
tell us the sunscreens? Because I would really like
No, it's just a here. I'll let you say it. The there it
Leave
is, right there. That one, right there.
to. It's just oxybenzone.
Right.
Yeah, that is extremely common, unfortunately.
And it poisons. It has to do with oxygenation and things.
Oh, you know what it does though? It apparently strips some of the protective benefit off the coral,
Right.
Which is one of the things that makes it weaker and makes it more into a sponge texture instead of into the solidified hardness that it requires.
They've started a new campaign, and if you want to join, you can go on to Kickstarter, and it's called Skin Cancer for Coral. So you can go ahead.
That's so sad.
Because you're
The
going to
corals.
get not use sunscreen, so you're going to get for the coral.
I think that's okay. I can live with that.
You went to Christopher's yesterday.
I'm so excited. I went to see Melissa. She's the general manager of Christopher's Prime Steakhouse because I was picking up the gift certificates for, all the goodies that we're trying to give you to say thank you for being with us here on the Todd and Erin Morning Stream. Now, Marsh from Executive Transportation is going to come pick you up at your house in one of his sweet Escalades. He's going to drive you to Christopher's with 3 of your favorite people, and you're going to have the world's best time. Now, she was telling me about some of the menu stuff. Have you been in Christopher's recently, by the way?
No, I haven't.
It's freaking beautiful.
That's a filet mignon.
I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. By the way, the filet is their #1 favorite. You can cut it with a butter knife. It's that tender. But I was looking at some of the sides because they were
what do they have?
The prep cooks were doing, setting up the line for the night.
Yeah.
And I was lingering so long that they started making that little move along noise in their throat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I couldn't. Do you know they have something called a lobster corn dog? I had a bite. It will make your eyes roll back in your head, and you'll just...
What?
It is so unfreaking delicious, you can't even imagine.
I don't believe it. I think I'll have to go there.
And they have a new dessert called the New Orleans bread pudding.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, it is so good. No, I'm
Right.
number one, I'm totally excited for everybody who's going to win because the food is like so ridiculously over the top good that you're going to have the best night of your life.
How do they enter?
Oh, it's embarrassingly simple. Just go to any one of our 3 Facebook pages, the Todd and Erin Facebook page, a Gephardt Daily Facebook page, or Gephardt Approved Facebook page. You're going to see the show here live. Just like the page, comment, and share, and you're automatically entered to win. And then we're going to draw a winner on Thursday.
All right.
And you're on your way.
Pick a couple favorite movies. These are coming out on Netflix. I just want to point this out. House of Cards, May 30th.
The big HBO series?
Season 5.
Oh, big Showtime series, that's right.
Season 5. All right, so...
Anvil, the story of Anvil.
Right.
Big Trouble in Little China!
They didn't hear what you just said.
Oh, yeah, that was my tone reserved for bees, wasn't it?
Right.
Big Trouble in Little China. Do you remember the one with Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
How awesome that was.
Mars
and he's down in
Generation.
the mysterious Chinatown. He's got his truck.
Eagle Huntress. That sounds like a quality
Hey,
deal.
let's go to break.
Oh, all right. We
All
can do
right,
that.
let's go to break, then we'll come back and tell you. There's something about Orange is the New Black that will kick your butt, and it's coming up
Really?
next. Yeah, right after this.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
Well, I am...
Bodyguard, Secret
Bodyguard.
Lives
These are new
from
on
the
Netflix.
Watchtower. That's coming out tonight, baby. Why would you even do... What would that even be about?
What is it?
Bodyguard, Secret Lives from the Watchtower. Me, Myself, and Irene. The
Yeah.
Farrelly brothers. Remember Jim
Right,
Carrey and
right.
Renee Zellweger, how troubling that was?
All right, you want to know the secret
gonna be
here?
a good one.
I'm going to tell you the secret.
Okay, now what was this about? Orange is the New Black?
Right.
What happened? Now,
So
this
there's
is-
season 5, right? They have season 5. Someone hacked and has season 5 the entire season. They have hacked it and they own it.
What do you mean?
They have it. They have it. Someone got a hold of the whole thing and they actually asked for ransom.
Oh, oh my gosh, this is like the...
Right?
This is like the internet file ransoms where they ask for bitcoins.
Right.
And now they're doing it with Orange is the New Black.
They have the whole season.
The audacity of that, I can't even believe that.
How many people do you think that work for the company that makes the show are dead right now? Or in prison?
How
Be
could that
even
have
better.
happened?
Isn't that scary?
What's the ransom? What are they asking?
Anything they want.
I guess so.
basically.
How are you even going to find that many Bitcoin? Because we have a friend who this actually happened to. She was the CFO of a company, and we know her very well.
Can I? Because this is my favorite
Explain
thing.
how this works, because this is freaking genius. This is piracy at its finest.
So someone new in the company came with a laptop. Laptop had it in it. They plugged into the network. The network then did some very bad things, and it was stealing data.
She was watching the files go away, and like their internet guy's like, turn everything off,
But
and
they
he's
didn't-
slamming his hands down. It was too
They
late.
didn't know because it had been going on for about a day. And when they finally realized what was happening, they went and they shut everything down. But they had already lost, and the audit, the company corporate audit was coming up in 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
And
It was a nightmare.
And then they started getting the messages, and it says, "We have your data."
And we want this many Bitcoin. I can't remember how
And-
many it was, but it was like a ridiculous amount. And
And they said, "We don't care about the data, and unless you pay the money, we're going to make the data go away, and we just don't care. And by the way, the fastest anybody has ever broken this and solved the problem took them 75 hours. You have 72.
This is like Mission Impossible, like except for cyber geeks. I mean, it's so mean.
So here's the other thing. So they said we need it in Bitcoins, right? And obviously they're going to put it transferred through all these accounts.
Because it's like the new Swiss bank, you know.
They finally find a guy in Canada who sells Bitcoins, and he says, this is where I get 90% of my business.
Can you believe that?
So
she actually had to go to Canada to buy Bitcoin enough to handle the ransom.
So they took care of the ransom. And the ransom, they didn't know it was a major corporation or just an individual, because they would have asked for a lot more than they did. So anyway, they get the Bitcoins, they make the transaction secretly without corporate knowing it, and they need the data back to do that.
Yeah, for the audit, or someone's getting fired,
So they send that out, and here comes the text. So here comes the email, and the email says, we have received your payment. Below is a 78-digit code. You have one chance.
Can you believe that?
Do not mess it up. So 5 people sat around a computer, and
my hand would be shaking too much.
It's like 3, and the crowd would go 3. They would just go through.
One chance. I mean, how much does that suck? I can't even type in my phone number without having to do it 3 or 4 times.
So they paid. They had the number. They started receiving back their data. It took a week and a half for it to come back and load.
It is pure evil.
There was a 24-hour-a-day guarded computer in a closet, in a locked closet, just getting the data back.
Recycling everything back in.
Brilliant.
And now, but that's one thing to do corporate files, but now they've actually hacked into Hollywood and they're holding entire seasons ransom. And imagine what they're asking for in Bitcoin.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but imagine this. You go, well, they're going to show it. No, they'll show the first episode, right? But these guys could leak the second. They could leak the third. They could do it all at once.
It's so evil.
This is like a movie.
It's way beyond movie. I mean, it's so surreal.
So,
can you imagine how mad the producers are right now?
Can you imagine how dead some of the workers are right now?
Yeah, precisely.
Anyway, there you go.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us today, my pirate wife. I'm going to make another video because I think she's hot and she thinks I'm weird. So,
you're really getting into this eye patch business a little bit too much. You know that,
right? If
you
have a parrot, let me know, okay? So Todd and Erin morning stream.
He keeps creeping up behind me, like in front of the mirror, and he'll put his hands on my shoulders in that creepy way and go, look how pretty it looks. I'll save it for you after the surgery, all right?
Oh, yeah.